welcome to Queen Up Chronicles Talk. I am Jay West, and you know we don't do politics here at Queen Up Media. However, when we do, you better believe it's for our beautiful city of Miami Gardens. And I'm here with the great Dr. Ighodaro. Hey, doctor.
Hey, Queen Jay West. Want to say big up and special salute to Queen Up Media. Thank you for the work you're doing in our community. And it's important that to note that you're a member of our community, and that's important.
Yes, sir. I love my city, and thank you so much. I really and truly appreciate you. I appreciate your time. But before we get started, doctor, I got to tell you, happy belated birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. I guess somebody was paying attention. One of my daughters did that, and she stole my heart. And
yes, sir.
Thank you for all the love.
Yes, sir. It looked like a great celebration. And also, congratulations on the twins graduating, right?
Amen.
There's some big things happening.
The work is divine. I give their mom all the credit.
Yes. And shout out to Lady Shannon, okay?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It's a wonderful time. So let's get into it, doctor. So the mayoral race for the beautiful city of Miami Gardens is upon us. And you've decided to toss your hat in the ring, right?
Yes.
However, before we go into that aspect, let's talk about how you initially came into politics.
Good question. I had no interest in politics. I came here as a student athlete to play basketball at the great Florida Memorial University, the home of Lift Every Voice and Sing. And that is where I met the late Honorable Dr. Robert Ingram. It was my teacher, criminal justice professor. And he saw something in me that I didn't see at that time. And he brought me under his wings. Then he got elected to the school board after I graduated. And he brought me on as his aide and later chief of staff. I worked with him for over 10 years before he passed, unfortunately. But he sowed the seed of greatness in me. He said, I see something in you. You have a heart and gift for helping people, and I want you to get into politics. So that's how I was mentored by the best.
Wow. Oh, wow. Well, yes, definitely. Rest in peace to your mentor, the late, great Mr. Robert Ingram. I appreciate him seeing in you what you didn't see in you. But isn't that wonderful how others can see the greatness in us and help us to bring that to fruition?
We are sometimes our own worst enemies.
Yes, sir.
Witnesses in us. God said, I made you in my own image and likeness.
Wow.
Sometimes it takes others to remind us about who we really are and whose we are.
Wow. Ooh, I love that. My God. Thank you so much. I totally agree with that, doctor. So listen, so when you decided to delve into politics, what was the first seat that you vied for?
Actually, I lived in Miramar at the time, and when I was working with Dr. Ingram, and I ran for City of Miramar Commission.
Okay.
Dr. Ingram actually asked me, paid my qualifying fee, said, go run. I had no interest, but it wasn't successful in the eyes of man, but it was successful for me because I learned a lot.
But it ultimately wasn't your time if you were not successful, like you said, in the eyes of man. Everything, doctor, I believe happens when it's supposed to happen.
Amen, amen. Nothing happens before its time. There's a time and season for everything. So
exactly.
Unfortunately, Dr. Ingram passed, so I had to move into Miami Gardens because I wanted to run for the school board seat that he vacated from the death. So that was my second election. That was not successful. Then I ran for state rep. Was not successful, and I moved into a seat 3 race in Miami Gardens. The seat that my wife holds today, I ran and did not win.
Oh, wow.
I did not win that seat. So I got appointed. Then I ran for my seat, which was seat 6, which was on a large seat. So when God closes a door, it is perhaps intentional to open a bigger door for you, because C3 was a smaller district where we live in Scotland. But I got the opportunity to serve in an at-large seat 6.
Seat 6, yes,
represent the whole city of Miami Gardens. So then it was like I was running for mayor because seat 6 is citywide.
Oh, wow.
And I won that election, Jay, with the highest amount of votes in the history of Miami Gardens. Not the 2 mayors had those numbers. I had almost 17,000 votes.
Wow.
because people saw my heart and saw the work that I've done in this community.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wow, congratulations. And I appreciate your tenacity, Doctor. You were determined to take a seat, to own your position in the political arena. Wow, that is really amazing. So seat 6, like you said, so let's do this. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I want you to tell me what is your biggest accomplishment that you achieved, in your opinion, in seat 6. All right?
Thank you. Thank you, Jay.
All right. Stay tuned for more. We'll be right back.
Queen Up Media Group. We are the connecting dot to all things media. If you're in need of videographer, photographer, content creator, director, stylist, or anything in the media space, we are your go-to team. We also offer author's assistance. You've been wanting to write that book? Start today. Check us out on queenupmedia.com.
Welcome back to Queen of Chronicles Talk. I hope that you all are enjoying this special segment. We're delving into politics a little bit. I have the amazing Dr. Ighodaro with me. And listen, we're sharing some great information. If you are a resident of Miami Gardens, remember we have the election coming up, all right? So before we went to commercial break, I asked Dr. Ighodaro what was his greatest accomplishment in holding seat 6. So doctor, tell us, what are you most proud of in that position?
Well, Jay, one of my singular accomplishments was to pass a resolution that is now the law of the land in Miami Gardens to promote family leave. There is no paid maternity and family leave program for Miami Gardens before this legislation was passed.
Oh, wow.
Or this resolution was passed. So actually, there are only 16 states in the United States that has a paid family leave program. But because of that resolution, we have for our employees a paid family and maternity leave program. The second thing,
wow,
is the opening of Bunch Park Pool. Bunch Park Pool was closed for almost 20 years. I got on the city council, and there was the prior mayor went and campaigned for a bond, $60 million bond to open all of our parks. And they promised Bunch Pool to be open.
Okay.
And when the bond passed, they were going to shift that money and give that Bunch community a water splash pad, which was a proposal by my opponent who's running against me.
Okay.
They wanted to give that community a water splash pad instead of the pool that they promised the community and that the community wanted.
Oh, wow.
Okay. My opponent had a town hall meeting at a church right by my church in Bunch Park and gave the beautiful proposal of how they want to do a water splash pad. And they ran him out of that meeting and said, that is not what we asked you for. So I took that as a charge and I brought a resolution to the city council.
Yes, sir.
Open Bunch Pool. And that pool is open today because of my engagement and my activity.
You definitely have to listen to the residents, doctor. It's very important that you push our initiatives and what we want for our neighborhoods. So what would you do differently as a mayor of Miami Gardens?
First of all, as part of my singular accomplishment, I didn't mention this, when I got elected, I instituted what we call the BREP program, Business Resident Economic Plan.
Okay.
It is an instrument that would allow, it basically addresses the $60 million bond and says every contract that the city signs for the development of all of our parks must make sure that we first identify whether this work, whether it's construction, whether it's plumbing, whether it's electrical work, can be done by a firm that has its business roots in Miami Gardens. Okay. Miami Gardens businesses.
Yes, sir.
Secondly, we have a priority hiring preference for Miami Gardens residents.
Okay.
Since I left, that BREP program has not been followed. If you look at the development that is happening, we appreciate the leadership in terms of the rising development. We give them credit.
Yes.
But who is benefiting from all of this development? Who are the contractors who are benefiting? Not our people from our community.
Okay.
Look at the data. So we're skewed in terms of internal benefit. We're benefiting others who are outside of our community when the dollars should be going in our community or staying in our community.
I agree.
We got to change that. We got to continue the BREAD program.
Yes.
And in terms of violence and crime reduction, my doctorate is in conflict resolution. Okay. I know how to solve problems. I'm a problem solver.
Okay.
And I have developed the community violence intervention plan that will bring important stakeholders to the table. My wife Shannon Lady Ighodaro just passed an item on the last council meeting to bring support through the circle of brotherhood.
Okay.
I would allow Black men and men who have interest in our community to come, to stand in the gap for our children, for those our young men who feel like they're out in the fringes of all of the economic growth in Miami Gardens. They don't, it's looking good, all is glittery, but the money's not in our pockets.
Yes.
So if you don't have legal ways to make money, you're going to find illegal ways to make money. Oh. So this resolution that she passed would allow for intervention from our men to intervene in the lives of our community. Okay. That is a software. There's a software approach and a hardware approach. Another software approach is to look at civil citation program. Instead of continuously arresting our young men who need help, not the ones who are hardcore.
Yes.
Give them a reprieve so that they don't have all of these negative tags on their backs as they begin to go through life.
Yes.
And so we take them out of the criminal justice system and give them help.
Yes, I totally agree with that, Doctor. I love everything that I'm hearing. And as a mother of a young man, when my son was acting out, Doctor, I got to share something with you and be very transparent. He was getting in trouble, acting out, hanging with the wrong guys. And I was seeking help in the city for my son, resources like programs. You know what they told me? I was told even through the court system, he has to be arrested first before we can give him any help. That's what I was told. And guess what? When he was finally arrested, again, a full transparency, when he was finally arrested, there was still no resources available to help him to not get involved with these so-called gangs and these so-called, the bad guys. There were still no resources even after that. So now he has a conviction because he was eventually convicted of a felony charge. So now it's very difficult for him to get a job, to find, living arrangements. His life has been really hampered by this conviction or interaction with the legal system that could have been avoided had these programs that you mentioned was, available for him at the time. So I appreciate you and I commend you for that. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about the city of Miami Gardens, what's going on, and what you want to see change in our beautiful city. Stay tuned. I hope y'all enjoying this interview, y'all. All right, y'all got to get out and vote. Let's go. Stay tuned, though. Don't go nowhere.
Queen Up Movement and Leadership Academy, a nonprofit organization dedicated to teaching young girls 8 to 18 life skills. Their motto is empower, motivate, uplift, believe. Check out the website, queenupacademy.org.
Welcome back to Queen Up Chronicles Talk. Thank you so much for staying tuned in. I'm here with Dr. Ighodaro. He's sharing some great information. So, Doctor, you don't currently hold a seat for the city of Miami Gardens. However, you're doing some amazing things that we talked about off camera. So I want you to share that with the viewers.
Yes, family, listen, I'm a public servant at heart. I served as a teacher at Norland Middle, Norland High School. I teach as an adjunct professor of criminal justice at Florida, my alma mater, Florida Memorial University. And also, I serve as an associate pastor. My firm does mediation, family media. I'm a Supreme Court certified family mediator, and we do training for police officers and people who are into conflict resolution and dispute systems design.
Yes, sir.
I believe there is a work that needs to be done in Miami Gardens.
Yes, sir.
The people are crying out for help.
Yes.
If you look at a typical council meeting, council meeting lasts about 90 minutes.
Okay.
90 minutes, that's about 1 hour, 30 minutes.
Yes, sir.
it suggests one only conclusion, that there is a meeting before the meeting, because you cannot have everything just rushed through.
Right.
Rushed through.
Right.
That means they're not allowing citizens' engagement, citizens' input.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
In my administration, we're going to have a town hall meeting every month. I started that, and my wife has continued it since then. Okay. It's called the Unity Town Hall. So I give our residents 2 bites at the apple, so that they are informed about what is happening in the city of Miami. My opponent does not have a standing town hall meeting. Okay. Since it's been elected, I can count on 2 fingers. I see my hands twice.
2 fingers, yes, sir.
that is the town hall meetings he's had, and his reaction when they see that something is brewing up in the city, they're going to try to hurriedly create a town hall meeting.
Yes, sir.
You're not going to have that with an Ighodaro mayorship.
Yes, sir. Okay.
You're not going to have a mayor who's a puppet. Okay. You want the people's mayor, not a puppet mayor. You want a mayor who is listening to the people's voice.
Yes, sir.
And not silence the people's voice. You want a mayor who is for an opportunity for all.
Yes, sir.
And not for special interest. That is an Ighodaro mayorship. Yes, so we want a city that is safe, safer streets. Miami Gardens needs safer streets. Mm-hmm. I'll say that again. Miami Gardens need safer streets. Our children should not be afraid to go out and play.
Yes, sir.
Because of gunfire, like they're in a war zone, like they're in Iraq. Okay. Look at the media. Look at the assault rifles in our streets. Almost 30 rounds shot. There was a young lady, beautiful 8-year-old, who was a cancer survivor, who was on the news, national media. This went all viral.
Oh, wow.
Grandfather was saying she heard what was happening, and she said, I was scared for my life. I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Wow.
Put that on our children.
Yes, sir.
We are elected to protect and serve our community.
Yes, sir. Wow.
But we need to support our law enforcement. This is not a castigation of our police. Mm-hmm. We need to support law enforcement, and that comes from leadership.
Yes, sir.
Leadership that we don't have today. We don't have good leadership in terms of keeping our cities safe. That is our #1 priority.
I hear you, doctor. And I can appreciate that. You know what I love about you? I can hear the passion in your voice. And it shows in the work that you've done in Miramar, starting from Miramar to Miami Gardens. I mean, it's really palpable. So I appreciate you again. I can't reiterate that enough. But let's talk about, since we're talking about the people, I want to ask you, as far as because we have an elderly community here. We have a large number of elderly in our city. So what are we doing, or what will you do more for the elderly?
Wow, good question. We stand on the backs of those who came before us. I come from that tradition that we honor our elders.
Yes, sir.
When I was on the council, I started what we call the senior prom, and the elders are looking forward to it every year.
Oh, wow. You said the senior prom?
Senior prom. They come dressed. They party. They have a party with a purpose. They enjoy. I started a senior movie experience. I take seniors to the movies.
Oh, nice.
The seniors looking for those opportunities. But most importantly, senior housing. Right. We promise to have senior housing right behind the new senior center. We fought for the senior center that we have now in Miami Gardens on 12th Avenue.
Yes, sir. Very nice.
Very nice. We're supposed to have senior housing behind that facility. It's been almost 8 years. That is not done. So we're not taking care of our seniors. I'm going to make sure that we have more senior housing and subsidized housing for our seniors. We cannot have our seniors being homeless or stranded.
Right.
Waiting list is off the roof for housing in our community. So we got to find resources to Alliance for Aging. I don't know why we're not having resources from Alliance for Aging. They have a lot of money that can help. We're growing and a senior community, which will be able to get grant monies. So as a mayor, we're going to fight to make sure that our seniors are taken care of and our seniors are not being abandoned. Seniors, Ighodaro for seniors. Absolutely. Good question.
Right. Absolutely. The seniors should have housing. Like you said, Doctor, no senior citizen should be homeless. That is absolutely ridiculous. It makes no sense for that. We're going to take a quick commercial break. I hope you all are enjoying this information. And again, if you are a resident of the beautiful city of Miami Gardens, make sure that you go out and vote. Stay tuned for more.
Great day, Queens. It is time to level up and place your crown in the upright position. And the best way to do that is to queen up. There's levels to this. After all, your level up is all about you. Order your hoodie today, and you see how amazing the CEO, Jay West, wears it. Just the style idea. Order today.
Welcome back to Queen Up Chronicles Talk. Y'all know who I am. I am Jay West, and I'm here with Dr. Ighodaro. Doctor, well, first of all, you know what? Or second, third, or fourth of all, or whatever it is at this juncture, where did your name, where are you from? Because I'm afraid to pronounce your first name. I must tell you, because I don't want to mess it up. Can you pronounce it for the viewers, please?
I'm a child of God, but to be more direct, I was born in Nigeria, West Africa. I came here to play basketball at Florida Mayoral University.
Yes, sir.
First name is Erhabor. Erhabor means a father is supreme. Ighodaro, my last name, means I'm looking to the future. Ighodaro, forward.
Wow, forward. Right, and that's what we're trying to move our city forward, right?
Ighodaro, forward. Yes. So if you want a candidate in this race that represent your interests, not the interest of the big boys, big business,
right?
Not the candidates that would circumvent the will of the people and vote against your interests.
Yes, sir.
Ighodaro, forward. You want a mayor for the people and not a puppet mayor. You want somebody who will listen to your voice, listen to the voice of the people. So support Ighodaro for mayor of Miami Gardens. August 20th is the election.
Yes, sir.
Remember, a month before that you're going to be receiving your ballots. You'll be getting your touch numbers soon. Make sure you look for that and vote Ighodaro for mayor of Miami Gardens.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But Mayor, Dr. Ighodaro, before we close this out,
you got it right. Speak
forward. All right. So listen, tell the viewers 3 reasons. Give us 3 reasons why we should vote for you.
1, I have done the work. My record is clear. As a teacher at Norland Middle, Norland High School, Florida Mayoral University, I live in this community. I'm a pastor in this community. I've done the work. Secondly, look at my accomplishments with Bunch Pool. I fought for this community when it was not popular. I went against my colleagues because the community said they want the pool. And I fought for this community.
Yes.
When the community said we don't want Formula One, I went against my colleagues and my allies. And some of the pains that I'm feeling today is because of that vote. I went against them for the community. That is the candidate that you want.
Yes, sir.
And moving forward, you don't want somebody who wants to stay in power forever, that want to continuously increase the terms in contravention of what the charter says.
Yes.
You want somebody who will be abiding with the social contract that the people sign with their elected representatives, that we must obey the laws of the land. Our charter is our law. And we should not overcome or contravene the will of the people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Do you have a slogan or a motto, Doctor?
Made in Miami Gardens. I believe that Miami Gardens should be first. Made in Miami Gardens. On first day, what we're going to do is to make sure that every hiring preference, every contract that goes out in this community of Miami Gardens is reflective of the demographic constituency of Miami Gardens. We have Black contractors. We have Black plumbers, Black electricians. Doja & Doja is a construction company based right in Miami Gardens. Mainline Plumbing is a Black plumbing company right here in Miami Gardens. They're not getting no deal. Don't tell me we're not qualified. We don't have capacity. We have people who have the capacity.
Yes, sir.
But they've been circumvented. The money's going outside of Miami Gardens. Wow. And with Ighodaro leadership, the money is going to stay right here in Miami Gardens.
Yes, sir.
I'm not bored. I'm not compromised. I'm not a sellout.
Wow. I love it. And I appreciate that. It makes so much sense to keep the money in our city, Doctor. So I appreciate that. So thank you so much for your time. I know you're busy and you got to get back to it. Listen, I wish you all the best and thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Queen Up Media, blessings.
Queen Up. Thank you. Thank you so much for staying tuned in to this special segment that has been dedicated to politics. The mayoral race in my beautiful city of Miami Gardens, Florida is on and popping. Listen, it's about to be some changes in the beautiful city, right? So thank you so much. Stay tuned for more. This is Queen Up Chronicles Talk, and I am Jay West.
Hold up, Jay. Hold up.